how did these prophets become prophets? They had to be chosen by God. In the last session, I spoke about all God's people are servants, are ministers. Now that doesn't mean to suggest that the call of God is unimportant. No, we all have got to hear the call of God upon our lives to be ministers. God has called you into the ministry. I'm not just talking about public preaching and teaching and pastoring and apostling and all the rest of it. All service is ministry, and you must grasp that God has called you. It should be done out of a motivation of serving God and obeying what He's prompted you to do and what He's called you to do. So they were called. Now they had to choose to set aside what they were doing and to begin to do something else. And often it appeared difficult, inconvenient. They had to choose between that, it's quite simply, and disobeying God. When you are called to serve, you'd better serve. Otherwise, you're disobeying God. This isn't an option. Oh, well, let's see what we can do with our spare time now. Okay? Let's have a hobby. What have we got? Well, I collect stamps. Oh, yes, I collect coins. I support Manchester United. Whatever your hobby is. Okay. This is not ministry. Ministry isn't a hobby. Thank God it's enjoyable and it's fun, but it's a responsibility. It's a call that must be obeyed. And you can read for yourself the scriptures I give you in the manual that show the call of God upon Jeremiah, Hosea, Amos, and Jonah. And in many of these and the other prophets as well, the call of God on their life was not easy. It was inconvenient. I'm quite sure that Amos would have been happy just to carry on with his job. What was he? A herdsman. Quite happy. Hosea, a baker. There I was, baking my bread. And God came to me and said, I've got other bread that needs baking. What about going into the New Testament? The disciples, many of them were fishermen. It was not convenient. And there you'd be rather sitting at home, watching some football match or something, or whatever interests you, rather at home putting your feet up, and the telephone will ring, and it will be somebody with a problem. And you have to make the choice as to whether you say a hi-bye, pull the plug out of the wall, or hear the call of God to go then, put yourself out and minister to that person.